84th National Baptist Congress. And my first guest tonight is Dr. T.B. Boyd, who is the President and Chief Executive Officer for the National Baptist Publishing Board. And let me welcome you to Black Pulse.
Good to be here.
Dr. Boyd. Dr. Boyd, we talked about the importance of this National Baptist Congress, and perhaps you would like to give us some information relative to the establishment of this Congress. We do understand that this is the 84th meeting of this Congress in Nashville, and that it was organized in Nashville, so perhaps you could give us some information about the Congress itself.
Yes, the Congress was established back in 1906 by the National Baptist Publishing Board, and this was the first meeting since its founding here in the year 1988. One of the reasons being is because over the years the Congress has grown so that over the past, especially the past 20 years or so, Nashville has been relatively too small to host the Congress of such a large delegation of people. The Congress is held in a selected major city each year, such as Chicago, Houston, Dallas, Los Angeles, what have you. Nashville has just come into its own to begin to try to host a group of this size.
And so this is the first opportunity that we've had to host it here in Nashville since it was organized in 1906. Now, the theme of the Congress had to do with the family.
Yes.
And one of the most important statements, I think, in reference to the family, you made as part of your keynote address the first night of the Congress. And perhaps you'd like to give us some information in reference to how you see the church and the family, the importance of the two institutions.
Well, the importance of the two institutions is of paramount concern in this society and any other society. The family, as you know, is the rudiment, and the church is the support. Especially as black folk are concerned, the family and the church are the only two institutions that we can really call our own. That's it. And it's imperative that we be about the business of not only saving those two institutions, but also nurturing them also. The theme this year focused on the family, as it will for the rest of this century. The family, as we see it today, is very weak, and it's in danger of almost extinction. With it being such an important institution to the stability of our society, it is of paramount importance that we address these issues anytime we can present the forum to do so.
Now, the family as an institution was one of the themes of the program. There were also other themes dealing with many social issues, and I think our viewers would be interested in the position that the church has taken in reference to some of these social issues, because all of the speakers, I think, one way or the other, address what were considered to be very, very important social issues within the church. And perhaps you'd like to say something about the commitment that the church has made in some of these areas.
Yes, the church has made many commitments to both stabilize the family in our society and many other social issues. We had a number of outstanding speakers, Walt Fauntleroy, Benjamin Hooks, who all centered their messages on the necessity of the church involvement in the family and the family involvement in the church. It's realized, I think, throughout the country that what we are witnessing today with the destruction of much of our moral consciousness and this type of thing, that more national leaders, more local leaders, and more people in general need to take a more active part in reorientating both the young and old alike on the importance of the family. We realize today that over the past 10 years, we've had a 60% increase in the juvenile crime rate under age of 15. And that's probably very conservative. in many of our larger cities. Of course, the number jumps up a great deal higher than that. This emphasizes the importance of the church commitment to the community to help to undergird the moral requirements that it takes to have a stable family or stable society.
Now, one aspect of the entire ministry dealt with children.
Yes.
And we are curious in terms of the responsibility that the church has toward children through the Baptist
Yes.
Student Union, I understand.
Yes.
Could you perhaps give us some information about that?
In our programming, our National Congress has what is known as a mini Congress, which is, in effect, a Congress unto itself that's being conducted simultaneous with the parent body Congress. But its program agenda is orientated toward youth. We had an incredible number of youth to participate this year. Over 4,000 participated from all parts of the country, from all walks of life. And it was a glorious sight to see, I must add. The children are the future of our world, and we have deemed that we find it necessary to spend as much time, as much energy, and as much resources in the undergirding of their moral consciousnesses as possible. That's why we have a complete program for the children. They also participate in the parent body activities. We have scholarships, we have drill team competitions, we have many other kinds of activities that are centered around youth and youth activities. And we make these youth feel welcome, and we appreciate their presence there because we know that on that Thursday night, that Friday night, Saturday night, whatever night, they could have been off doing anything other than being there, receiving the type of quality Christian education that they were getting.
Very good. And let me thank you for coming by and giving us this brief assessment of what went on at this 84th Annual Congress, Dr. Boyd. And let me invite you to tune in for another segment following this commercial statement.